Hi.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yay, Wednesday afternoon workout.
Yes, again, back again. Steph.
We have a press conference tonight. Wow, the government, of course, duh. But we really hope that we could open again because I'm ready to go. And I'm really happy to see you guys in live again.
Very much. Otherwise, we do our own conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we tell everyone to come back.
Yeah, that would be even better. Yes, I agree.
So we'll be working out together very soon.
Yes, I hope so as well. Also, we have on Saturday a workshop of Renato, and we are really curious if you are going to join that workshop. If you haven't seen it yet, you could go to the CrossFit Haarlem app and you could sign in. This workshop is about strength and muscle building.
Obviously, I would say.
Sorry?
It's with Renato, so obviously.
It's with Renato, of course.
To get strong, go to Renato.
So you should really join. It will be fun. It's on Saturday, 11:15. So sign up, guys.
And it's on Zoom. So
it's also on Zoom.
So it's not physically.
So it's not physically. Yes, that would be even a bit awkward if you were here, but Renato is not here. But we are going to do a fun workout today. And before we are going to explain you guys, we have some equipment. So what kind of equipment do we need?
Not too much for today. A weight. So a couple of dumbbells or kettlebell, maybe a wall ball. If you don't have any of that, grab your backpack with your books or whatever it is you use to do your weighted stuff with. That's all you need. Maybe we're going to do some skill drills for pistol squats. Yep. Something to hold on to. Can be the side of the door or a wall or
bench.
Well, a bench.
We will show you.
I'm gonna show a variation with a stick. So if you have a stick, grab that, and that's all you need.
Yeah. So we will show you a lot of variations today. So, but before we are going to do the warm up, let's cue the music. Here we go.
Yes, guys, we're gonna do the warm up, but not before we have told you what the actual workout for today is. We have a classic CrossFit rep scheme, 27 into 21 into 15, 9 squat cleans with that weight that you have, so your dumbbells or your kettlebell, your wall ball, whatever it is, into burpees. Ooh. So 27, 21, 15, 9 squat cleans and burpees. That's the workout. We're gonna do that at the end of the video. After that, before that, we do pistol skills, an EMOM of 9 minutes. But before that, we're gonna warm up. And we're gonna do 3 rounds of a squat T-spine opener into some glute bridges into half burpees. We're gonna start off with 10 squat T-spine openers. We're gonna go through the movements first and then we do it all together. For your T-spine opener, you're gonna stand with your feet underneath the shoulders. Point your toes slightly out, just a little bit. Now you're gonna sit back and down, chest is up. Press one elbow into your knee. So for example, your left elbow into your left knee. Now you're gonna open up your right hand towards the ceiling as far as you can. Look at your hand, that's 1 repetition. Bring your elbow down or your arm down, other elbow into your knee, and you do the same thing on the other side. You really wanna open up towards the ceiling. Turn as far as you can. If this is too heavy, staying down there in your squat, stand up somewhere in between, that's fine. All right? Then the glute bridge is this. You're gonna lay on your back, feet flat on the floor, heels a little bit towards your glutes, let's say 20 centimeters in between. Put your hands next to your hips. From here, you're gonna squeeze your glutes, hips come up towards the ceiling, as far as you can and bring them back to the floor. You can hold that top position for a couple of seconds, let's say 3, and then back. That's movement number 2.
You could also cross your arms. Then it's a little bit heavier than when you put your hands down on the ground, because then you need to stabilize a little bit more. So that's also an option. Yeah?
So either hands on the floor or crossed across your chest. Then we do 5 half burpees, like we've done them so many times. Get your hands on the floor. You either jump or step out to your plank, jump or step back, and extend all the way. So into your plank in any way you like, back and up. That's your half burpee. We're gonna do 3 rounds of 10,
Squat T spine openers,
10,
glute bridges,
and 5.
half burpees.
Yes.
So we
Let's
are going
go.
to join together. So
Yeah.
let's start.
I'm gonna talk through the first round, second, third round, I'm gonna join. Into your squat, sit back and down, as deep as you can. Try to relax down there if you can. Push your elbow into your knee. If you do this with your right elbow, it goes into the right knee, and then you open up with your other hand, so your left hand towards the ceiling. Look at your hand. Don't rush this. You have all the time in the world. Open up, look at your hand, keep it there for maybe 1 or 2 seconds, and then bring it back. Nice, looks good. And you should feel a stretch on your upper back running down to your lower back, across your whole back. Then glute bridges, feet flat on the floor, near to your glutes, 20 centimeters in between. Squeeze your glutes, bring your hips towards the ceiling, and you really want to tighten up that bum. Yes, hold it there a couple of seconds. Either your hands next to you or across your chest, both will do. And after 10, we're gonna do 5 half burpees. Slowly and controlled, no need to rush. Five half burpees, hands on the floor, into your plank, either step in or jump out, and then back up. Yes, that was round number 1. I'm gonna join for the next one. Let's go. Into your squat. Open up.
Keep breathing, keep your chest up. Don't drop your knees inwards. Press them out. Take a deep breath in. And relax. If you talk, then I lost counting.
I'm at 9. 9. And 10.
Glute bridges.
Yes, let's go.
Tight that butt. Squeeze, guys. Control your breathing. And then half burpees.
Yes.
You don't need to rush. It's a warm-up.
Round number 2.
Round.
1 more. Already out of breath.
I'm always out of breath. Keep looking at your hands. Keep that chest up. And press that knee out with that elbow.
Yeah, and if this is hard squat-wise, stand up somewhere in between, and then move again. Last set of glute bridges.
Then, as a finisher, 5 half burpees. Keep that feet on shoulder width, because then the burpees will be easier. Be aware, make a good plank. It was 5?
That was
Okay,
5.
that was
For
5.
me it was. Good.
Then it was 5 for me as well. Okay, I'm warmed up. So what we're going to do is we are going to do an every minute on the minute for 9 minutes. And in the first minute, we have slow tempo narrow squats with a 3 seconds pause in the down position.
So what do I do?
So you could do a really narrow, so that means you're going to place feet next to each other. If that is too small, you could stand a little bit wider, as long as you are capable of keeping those heels on the ground.
Oh, yes.
So Sven is going to do it really narrow, I guess. And then from there...
Let's try.
Sorry?
Let's try.
Let's try that. So from here, you're going to bring your butt back. You're going to keep your chest up. You're going to bring your arms upwards. You press your knees out. So try to keep it in one line with your toes. And keep that pause in the down position for 3 seconds. Keep the chest up and then you stand up. Breathing. You breathe in if you go down. You breathe out if you go up. So it's easier to give some power if you breathe out. And in this case, again, if you cannot manage that really small stance, just stand as wide as possible that you could do a good narrow squat.
But it's, yeah, it's still narrow squats, right?
Yes.
It's easier to point your toes forward in this
Yeah.
one. If you stand like this, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So toes in one line with your knee forward.
Yeah.
That helps.
Okay. Then we have slow tempo pistol squats. So a pistol squat, that means you're going to bring one leg forward like a pistol. And from there you're going down. Actually, you should go down below parallel. So that means below 90 degrees and then you stand up.
Is it the past pistol squat?
Nope.
Oh.
For you it is.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So try to go down slowly and stand up as well slowly. So you really control this movement.
Yeah.
This is the diehard version. So
Oh yes, sorry.
then we are going to downscale this version. So that means you can use a bench. That's the really easiest one, I guess.
A bench?
The bench.
How does it work?
So that means I'm going to switch to the other side so you have a better view. So from here you're going to make the same movement, but you have a bench below your butt, so that's your height. You could touch the bench and then stand up again. Don't bounce. Can you also show them a bounce?
I think I just broke the bench.
I think so too.
I measured myself this morning. I'm 100 kgs. Maybe that's not the smartest thing to do in this thing.
Okay, guys, the bench just
Way
cracked.
too heavy.
So don't bounce during this pistol squat. This is the easiest one. If you would like to do something in between, you could use assistancy. So that means you could do it with the suspension trainer. You're walking around like, where am I?
Yeah, I'm looking for something else.
Suspension trainer.
How does it work?
So then you're going to grab it with one hand or both hands. It's both possible. And from there you're going to do again a pistol squat. One hand is balancing, and then you can pull yourself up a little bit with your arm. But be aware, don't pull too much. If you have to pull yourself up, then and you feel that you're not doing something with your legs, don't use this example. Then we have a stick variation. You could also use that one. So then you're going to use the stick, you put it on the ground.
This can also be like a wall or the side of your door or whatever it is you have.
Yeah. And then you're going again into the pistol, and you stand up by pulling yourself up a little bit. If it is a struggle for you to keep your heels on the ground, then you could use something that makes it a little bit higher, like a small book. Or if you have weight plates, you could use those weight plates.
So many variations.
We have so many variations. So then you're going to put them around shoulder width, it depends. You could use 2 or you could use just 1. And from there you're going to do your pistol squat. So that means one leg forward, you're going down, and you're going to stand up again. If the going down position is too low, you could also go down less. That's also an option.
So like this.
So not fully down below. Yeah, a little bit lower. Yeah, and then you stand up again. You could use the plates or without. Another version is with a weight in front of you. Yes, guys, we have a lot of variations. We give you as many
examples. You think they're still
examples.
watching, or did
I
they?
don't know. I think they
they're
just
Netflixing
lost us.
now.
The last variation
Okay,
will be with a plate or a heavy book that you could put in front of you. Don't use like 8 kilos because that's way too heavy. Like keep it around a maximum of 5 kgs. Yeah? And then you're going to straight up your arms. That's your balancing point. And then you make your pistol squat. And then stand up. It's easier. So many variations.
So many variations.
So choose one of those. After that one, you have rest. So that means first minute, slow tempo, narrow squats with the pause. Second minute, pistol squats, choose your variation. And the third minute will be rest. And then we're going back to the first exercise, and then we repeat it.
Yes.
So 3 rounds.
I say you start off with the first round.
Sure.
And then I'll tell you what to do, or
Okay, cool.
I'll be talking.
Yeah.
And then the other round I do.
Yeah.
And the last round we
Yeah. Okay.
both will be working.
Oh, actually I forgot one variation for the pistols, but you will see it when we are doing the workout.
Let's go.
Yeah.
9 minutes. We go in 10 seconds.
Narrow squats.
Yes.
Slow tempo,
In
guys.
3, 2, 1. Let's go. So put your feet next to each other as narrow as you can. Sit back and down slowly, slowly. And then have a 3 seconds pause in that bottom position.
1 minute is long, so if you
Yeah.
need rest, guys, take it.
Extend your arms as a counterbalance, like you do with an air squat. If this is too narrow, find your variation. Make sure you push your knees out so you have a little space to sit in between your heels, or in between your legs actually. Toes are pointing forward. Yes, that looks good. We have 8 seconds left before we go into the pistols. We're done in 2 seconds. Yes, let's switch. Pistol squats. One of the variations we just did, or this one. In this one, you extend your leg all the way before you go down. You grab your toe, and then you drop down into that squat. Hold on to your toe during the full movement. And you grab your toe with the hand at the same side that you extend your leg. So if you extend your right leg, you grab it with your right hand. You want to do this slowly and controlled. So you're not dropping down, don't fall down, but control yourself. We have 40 seconds left, 14. And then we have a full minute of rest. So, 3, 2, 1. Haha.
It's warm.
I'm gonna wreck that bench. I've done enough pistol squats.
I don't want to use it anymore.
No, I can imagine.
I think if we're going to sit down on that bench, it will just collapse or something. So if you have knee pain, don't push it too low, because the lower you get, the more struggle you will have during this exercise, because the pressure on the knee will increase. So if you have knee pain,
it's full body weight on one knee. So
yeah. So if you have knee pain, you could always do a bench pistol, but then you go down with one leg and you can stand up with both legs. That's an option. Otherwise, you could always do it with one leg up and down, if that is capable for your knee.
Round
so
number
don't
2.
push it.
Yes.
Okay.
Narrow squats.
So let's point that
Oh,
toes
wait.
forward. Pause in the down position. Also in this position, if you have knee pain, don't go too low. Just be in the safe position. So if you feel any kind of tension or pain, stop and then you stand up again. Don't forget to breathe, because this is really intensive, because you have to control this movement, and that's intense.
It is intense.
We have 20 seconds to go for the narrow squats. Don't go too fast. So maybe you could count like 1, 2, 3, down, hold it for 3 seconds, and then up again in 1, 2, 3. We have 3, 2, 1, slow tempo pistol squats.
Yes, I'm gonna use the bench.
Okay. So that means one leg forward, you use the bench, don't bounce on the bench. Don't forget to brace your core as well. You have to think about so many things. So how do you brace your core? That means think about a belt, press your belly into that belt.
Get a punch in your belly.
Or think about that somebody punches your abdomen. That is painful, so you have to block it. We
And
have
with all
20
the-
seconds.
All the squats that you do, make sure you push your knees out. So don't let your knees collapse in, push them out, and then stand up.
Yeah, because if it collapses inwards, then it also gives a lot of pressure on not only knee, but also on your... I was
Good.
waiting because we had a couple seconds. This is your rest. If your knee drops in, you also have pressure on your ankle and on your hip. So then you're just ruining everything. And you don't want that. So,
Everything will fall to pieces.
yes.
If you let your knees collapse in.
Okay, so if you would like to take a sip of water, do that now because you have rest. And otherwise, you just can shake your legs. I already feel them only after 1 round. So can you imagine if you have to do many rounds? So we have a couple of seconds rest
These
to go.
guys are so tough.
Yes, they are. So
Ik ga er gewoon doen. I'm gonna do the regular pistol squats in the next round.
okay.
With you?
Then I'm going to show a different variation.
Cool.
Yep. Yep. 3, 2, 1. Slow, narrow
squats.
squat. So try to keep your chest up as much as you can. Don't go too fast. We have 35 seconds to go. Breathe. Tight that core before you go into that squat.
We should do this with barbells. When we get back
Yes.
to the gym with all of them.
So we have 10 seconds to go. So make one more repetition. I'm gonna shake them. We have 3, 2, 1, and then I'm going to do a different variation. That's also an option. You're going to cross your legs. Don't touch your ground with one foot. And then you're going down into your squat or your pistol squat. So you have to balance less. We have 25 seconds to go.
And slowly and controlled. No need
Yes.
to rush. This is all about technique.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm done.
Rest. We use that rest. So drink, shake your legs. We have more legs to do.
Oh yes.
Yay. So we have 27, 21, 59 squat cleans and burpees. We will show you guys the movements later on. You could always scale down the repetitions. So if 27 burpees, for example, is so much, you could scale down. So then if you are scaling down, it could be 21:59 or 21:15:12. 9 is also an option. So that means you're not doing the 27 repetitions.
Yeah. This is a big volume if you haven't trained for, let's say, a month or maybe 2. So if you get back to training and you do our workouts, scale the volume down. That means do a little less repetition. So for example, like you said, Stephanie, if you have 27, 21, 59 for today, start at 21. That's enough. And then tomorrow you do a little more. And then the day after tomorrow you do a little more, and in that way you build it up. So your body can adjust to get or to move again, instead of just crashing into that wall and burn out, do 3 workouts, and then be like, oh, this was so tiring, never gonna do this again.
Yeah, and then you're done and you need to go to the physiotherapist, blah, blah, blah.
That's work for you.
Then I can see you guys. Again, good. I'm making advertisements.
Again.
Again.
Steph, how do the squat clean works?
Okay, so we
have different kind of materials. I think people have wall balls, people have dumbbells, kettlebells, their dog. I don't know. Yeah. Tell me.
We're not going to use the dog because we don't have a dog over here, but we are going to show you dumbbells, kettlebell, and wall balls. So we are going to start with the wall ball.
Yes.
What you're going to do is you're going to bring the wall ball in between the feet, so it's close with your body. Your legs are around shoulder width and toes are turned outside. So don't make yourself a duck, but do it slightly. From there, you're going to bring your butt back, and then you're going to slightly bend your knees, and then you're going to grab it. But be aware, don't look too much down to the ground, because if you look too much down to the ground, your shoulder is way much in front of the ball. And then you're not making one-line movements. So that means your butt should go down more. Then you're going to stand up, and then you're going to squeeze your butt. You're fast.
I know.
You have to do slow motion.
It's a fast okay.
Yeah. So and from there you're going to pull. That means you're going to pull with the arms up. You're going to shrug your shoulders, and then you rotate your arms. Don't rotate your ball. So let it go for just a short period, and then you go into your squat.
So that was slow motion?
That was slow motion. Can you do it fast?
Yes, I just did. I'll do it again.
Up. There you go. So faults with this one. So that means you're not going to stand up straight fully. So there you're going. Yeah. There you go. So that means you're not straight up fully. So you're going down too fast and you don't straight up yourself, then you cannot squeeze your butt. That's an important fact.
We want you guys to be on your toes, fully extended.
Yes.
And then you drop down.
Correct. Also a mistake, you pull too early.
My favorite.
There you go. So then you need to try to straight up your arms as much as you can. Yeah? Okay, so those are the most common mistakes.
After the extension.
Extension. Yeah? Okay, then we have dumbbells.
Then you use the arms. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My assistant.
Similar movement, but less pull movement, because if you pull, then your arms are way up too much and then it collapses on your shoulders. That's painful. It's gonna collapse anyway, but it's more like a little biceps curl. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down to the ground. It's the same movement, just with the ball. You're going to touch the ground with one side of the dumbbell, and then you're going up in one straight line, and then you pull and go into a squat. So it's a fast movement. If you cannot do squats because it's painful, you can go not that deep, less deep, or power cleans. Yes, that's an option.
Or from the
power
hang.
clean. Or you're going to do half. Yes, so that means you're going to do hang cleans. Yeah? And the last option,
Oh yes.
kettlebell.
My sweet pink kettlebell.
Kettlebell cleans, you can do it with one arm. Similar movement, keep it in between the feet, keep it close with the body. Then you're going to go up and pull it up on your shoulder and go into the squat. And you can do it also with two arms, less intensive. Do you want me to show them?
No, tell me.
Okay, so you're going to try to grab the kettlebell underneath on the downside of the kettlebell.
That?
Fully down, so you have to go underneath the kettlebell. So you have to lift it a little bit. There you go.
Ah.
So you don't touch the ground fully, only with your hands. And from there, you're going to make the same movements. Yes, there you go. So it's similar to the med ball clean.
Ah.
Yeah? So also an option. Enough variations. Watch out for your teeth. Yeah, yeah.
This handle
It's
will
tricky.
hurt your face if it touches that. If it touches it.
Yeah, I can remember from last week with the
Yeah?
sumo deadlift high pulls.
Oh yeah, you hit.
So then we talked about the lip fillers, remember?
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
we also have burpees. We already did half burpees during your warm-up. That's a variation. You could always increase the height, so you could use a bench if it's too intensive. That's also an option. And the full burpee will be shoulders, your feet are on shoulder width, toes are turned outside. You place your hands close with your feet, you jump backwards, hips go down, hips, your chest come off, hips come off, and then you jump forward.
I'm lazy today. I'm gonna do half burpees.
Half burpees?
You do the full
Okay.
burpees?
I do full burpees.
Cool.
Time cap, 10 minutes. So, don't go too fast in the first round because it's a lot of repetitions and break them. So, that means we have 27 repetitions. You could do it, I'm not a good calculator.
I don't know what you want to calculate.
If you want to break down, 27. 7?
7.
For example,
Something
you could do
like
7
that.
repetitions.
It's very frustrating if you have one-side movements with this rep scheme.
Yeah, so
Because
I
you cannot
prefer
break it up into even sets.
Yeah, so I try. If you have a kettlebell, I prefer to do it with both arms. Yeah? Okay, so 27, 21, 59. If it's too many reps, scale down the repetitions.
Oh.
And otherwise, you will just go for the full workout. Squat cleans and burpees. Time cap 10 minutes.
Oh yes.
Yoo-hoo!
Yoo-hoo!
Okay,
Sounds lovely.
I'm ready.
Don't go too fast with that 27.
Remember.
Yes.
Okay,
Take your time.
I'm ready.
Ready?
Ready to go. Let's
They are ready.
start.
Am I ready? Yeah, I'm ready. 10 minutes. Give us your score and the weight that you used and the variation of the weight that you use. So kettlebells or dumbbells or kettlebell dumbbells, whatever you have. Guys, we are going again in 10 seconds. 27, 21, 59 squat cleans and burpees. In 3, in 2, 1, let's go. This is terrible. Come on, Steph. Keep it going.
Sweaty as shit. Oh, excuse my language. 10 seconds. Come on. You don't have to finish. 10 minutes is just your time cap. 2, 1. Yeah, but I mean, don't go after the 10 minutes.
Oh no.
Okay.
Unless it's 2 burpees.
Yeah, of course. My head is exploding.
Everything is exploding.
You turned red as well. Okay.
I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty.
Yay. Sven is sweaty, guys. We did it. Finally. Okay. I need a cool down. Do you do? Do you join? I cannot even talk.
Let me catch my breath again.
Okay.
I think they need a minute as well.
You can rest during your stretch, right?
Okay, that's true.
Okay. Let's start with sitting on your butt. That's the best. Right? Okay.
So from the couch back to the floor. That's just this distance.
Okay, cross one leg like this. I will put my foot on the ground, so if you're not capable to pull it inwards, you just put it a little bit more to the front. And from there, I'm going to bring this leg a little bit towards my other shoulder. So I'm moving it to the side and I pull it a little bit. So I start to stretch my glute. And then breathe. I'm really curious about the scores. I haven't seen comments yet. I guess they are.
Everyone is laying on the floor.
Everybody's dead. This was intense, guys.
If you're still in your pity party, put us on hold or on pause, wait a couple of minutes and then rejoin for the stretch.
Yes.
Or rewatch it later.
Really?
Anyway, do the mobility session.
Yes. Try to do them as much as you can. You can always... Hey, comments. Wow, 7 minutes, 21:59. Good job.
Nice, Alex.
Come on, coach. Oh, yay, thank you, Damaris.
Thanks, Damaris.
Okay, let's switch side. So try what I tried to tell you guys. Try to do as many mobility sessions as you can. We have Zoom classes at 10 in the morning every weekday. Or after the live stream, we extend the time of stretching. So if you cannot manage to do the Zoom class, then you can always do the stretching after the live session. If you haven't done a live stream, then you can just scroll further until you'll see us stretching.
So we're actually doing 2 classes now.
Yeah.
CrossFit and mobility.
Yeah. I think that's good.
And it's beneficial for everyone. Well, almost everyone.
But don't forget in this stretch to sit up. So don't lean like you're lazy, just sit up straight. I cut myself on that. I was just like sitting lazy. Okay, and relax. Okay, come on hands and knees. And then we are going to bring one leg forward. The other one, we will bring it backwards so you feel some stretch on the front side of your hip. And then if you can come on your elbows. If you cannot, you don't do that. Then you just keep your hands on the ground. If you can, go on your elbows. Always a reminder, don't overdo stretches because...
So I'm gonna stay on my hands because this is already a big stretch. No need to go on my elbows. I don't think I can even reach the floor. No.
No, don't do it because it will get you injured. And we want you guys to be safe. And if we open up again, we would like to see you guys without injuries, of course. So always try to drink after the workouts. It can be anything, but I prefer not to drink coffee after a workout, but try to drink like water or tea or a protein shake. Because you have to hydrate yourself. My sweat tastes salty, so that means I haven't
Thanks for sharing.
Drink enough, yeah. I know, I like to share gross things.
Let's switch side, guys. So come out of position.
So if your sweat is salty, you should drink more.
Yeah. You can always make your own sport drink. Like you have the AA variation, don't drink the yellow one. But then try to go for the, what's the color? It's like a little bit whitish.
I know. For the same reason as you don't eat yellow snow? It's also a bit salty, I guess.
But if you just put water in a cup with a little bit lemonade and just a little bit of salt, you have your own sport drink. Don't put too much salt in it because then it's not drinkable. Okay, and come out of position. Whew. Okay, I would like to stretch calves because we activated them, but we also need mobility for pistol squats on your calves. So you could use a wall, for example, or a door frame. We are going to use a rack. That's one variation. I'm going to show you a second variation if you don't have a wall or a door frame. So I will start with the door frame or the wall. So I first have to bring some equipment on the side.
Sorry, I leave my stuff everywhere.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my toes upwards. My heel is only in contact with the ground, and then I'm going to lean forward. Try to keep the legs straight. You could always bend them, but then you stretch your Achilles tendon a little bit more. So if you would like to stretch your calves, keep your knees straight, and then you can just hold this stretch. The other leg has no input, so you can just put it somewhere wherever you want. That's the wall stretch. The other one will be on hands and knees. Then you're going back to one leg forward. You're not going to straight up the other leg, but I'm going to put both hands on the sides, and then I'm going to press with my upper body my knee forward as much as I can. Heel should be in contact with the ground, and then I'm going to straight up my Achilles tendon a little bit, and I also feel my calves a little bit. So, shall I do the other one with
Sure.
the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. So take your position. Don't forget to breathe. In through the mouth, in through your nose and out through your mouth. It's always funny when you have to talk after workout. It always sounds like blah, 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 blah. I'm struggling over my words. Let's switch sides. My mascara is everywhere. That's a benefit of being a guy. You don't have to wear mascara. Yeah. Well, you never know if a guy wears mascara. No, I meant something else. Like... Anyway. I don't know the English word. Travestiet? Oh. They're really good at makeup. Yeah, looks funny, I guess. Okay, come out of position. Okay, one more. So, come back on hands and knees. And then I'm going to bring my toes a little bit facing each other. One leg is going to keep in that bending position. So I'm going to spread my legs out. And one leg is going to straight up to the side. So that means you're going to keep your butt up. So you have to feel stretch on both legs. So if you don't feel stretch on the leg that's bent, you have to bring your knees out a little bit more, or you have to lean a little bit more to the other side.
Ow.
Ow?
Yeah, but it's good.
My legs also say ow. It felt good, this workout.
Felt like a race.
Yeah, a race against the clock.
A race against the clock.
What was your time?
I think it was 9:48 or so.
Okay, yeah. Good job. You finished in time.
Thanks. So did you.
Yeah, 9:21, I guess.
Was it neat?
No, 10 minutes was short.
Yeah, maybe a bit too short.
It was short, but
It
it's
was
okay.
short.
Because that means you have to downskill the repetitions.
So if you didn't finish, do it again with little reps. That's
Thank you.
what that's
Thank
what
you,
we're trying to
Sven.
say.
Okay, come slowly out of position. And then let's switch sides.
Everything is cracking.
Nice. I feel good. I always feel good after doing a workout. Sweaty, but satisfied. Yeah. First of all, because I finished the workout and I'm still alive.
My arms are tiring. Can I do this with my elbows?
Yes, but that's more intensive. We also need to do quads. So next will be quad stretch. If you need a bench or anything that's a bit higher, like a wall ball or whatever you have, we are going to use it. So come out of position. What we're going to do is we're going to keep that toes pointed to each other. Your knees are pointing out, and from there I'm going to lean backwards. So in this case, if you need something that's higher, this is ankle mobility, quad mobility. Tied up your butt a little bit. I'm tight today. Normally I can just lay down to the ground after all those squat cleans. That's not possible. Breathe. And if you don't feel anything anymore, you can just bring your legs a little bit more towards each other, or you're going to lean more down to the ground. I'm sorry, Sven.
No worries. We're about about to say, if you don't feel anything anymore, you die during the workout.
Oh, yeah, that was also an option. Oh no,
Sorry.
don't say that. So I really hope everybody is still healthy.
Yeah.
And I'm also curious about the press conference tonight. I must say I haven't seen all of the press conferences. I haven't seen them yet. I only was reading the news by newspaper. Have you seen the press conferences?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not really in the mood for watching TV. Yeah, maybe CrossFit, but... Okay guys, come slowly out of position.
Oh.
He was just falling asleep, guys. Okay, let's stand up. And then we are done for today.
Yes, we are.
I'm still sweaty.
Me too.
Whoa. So that means an intensive workout.
Yes.
I'm gonna check the comments later on. I think you guys did great. And
Pretty sure they did great. We did great.
we did great, you guys did great as well. So we are going to give yourselves an applause. And what we're going to do is we're going to clap 3 times in 1, 2, 3. And we will see you later on.
See you guys.
Bye guys.
Bye.